Okay, I want to show you how you can draw the title block and border lines. How you can draw the border lines and title block on your paper. So after taping your paper, as you can see my paper on the board, the next thing to do is to draw the border lines. And when we talk about border lines are 10 mm away from each edge of the paper. Okay, now it goes like this. This is one of the edges of the paper, so you put your ruler on this edge like this, and you take 10 millimeters from each edge, or from this edge now. So 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeter. So just put a dot here like this. Okay, then move it to another position up here as I'm doing it here. Put a dot here. That is enough. Then you move your your ruler here. Also take 10 mm as I'm doing it here. This is 10 millimeters. Then you take it down here and also take 10 mm. So this is 10 millimeters. Just be putting the dot. You may not see the dot that I'm putting there, so you just put it, you will see it. So also take 10 mm. So this is 10 millimeters. Okay, then another 10 millimeters up here. So this is 10 millimeters. So down here, take 10 millimeters. So move it down here and take another 10 millimeters. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is take your set square and set it on the edge of your T-square, as you can see here, and you move the set square to the point. So the 2 points will be along the edge of this set square. Then draw a vertical line. So that vertical line, don't let it get to this end, to this edge of the paper. Just take it like this. So draw the vertical line and don't let it get down. So this should be okay. This is okay. Just stop it here. And then you move your set square to this side. And you also draw a vertical line. So the points should be aligned on the edge of the set square. So I can see the point on the edge of my set square. So just draw the vertical line like this. Don't let it reach the edge of the paper. Then with your T-square, move your set square to where you have the point on the paper. So move your T-square there. Okay. Then draw a horizontal line. So that horizontal line, don't let it cross to the edge. So you draw a horizontal line like this. Okay. Then you take your T-square, take it up. So set it along the points, and then you draw horizontal line like this. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is that if you look at the lines, so the vertical line has not touched the horizontal line, both up and down. So I'll just connect them now. Okay. But if you are using your pencil, so you can connect them at once. But here I'm using my pen. So if you are doing this in technical drawing, you are expected to use your pencil, not a pen. So it's because I want you to see what I'm doing. That's why I'm using a pen. All right. So these are border lines. These are border lines. So after you have drawn the border lines, so the next thing that you need to do is to draw the title block. And don't forget that your border lines, each of them is 10 mm away from the edge of the paper. So distance from here to here is 10 millimeters. 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 And from here to here is 10 millimeters. So the next thing that you need to do is to draw the title block. And the title block is a rectangle which is drawn at the bottom right corner of the drawing paper. I said the title block is a rectangle that is drawn at the bottom right corner of the drawing paper, and it has a length of 100 mm and the width is 50 mm. The length is 100 millimeters and the width is 50 millimeters. So this is the bottom right corner of my paper. So what you need to do now is to measure 100 millimeters. So starting from this point, so you take 10 millimeters to this point here. So just put a dot somewhere here. So put a dot here. Okay. And then, so you take it up on this vertical side. So you take the width here, which is 50 millimeters. Okay. So after you have done this, so the next thing that you need to do is to draw a horizontal line from where your 50 millimeters ends. So draw a horizontal line. So just draw it like this. Then you draw a vertical line up. So put your set square here and draw a vertical line. So I need to connect them together. Okay. So the next thing that you need to do is that divide this 50 millimeters, divide into 5 equal parts. That is 10 millimeters each. So this is 10 millimeters. This is another 10 millimeters. This is another 10 millimeters. And this is another 10 millimeters. Then from each point, so draw horizontal line. So you draw horizontal line here. So move your T-square up, draw horizontal line. So you move it up, you draw horizontal line. So you are divided into 5 equal parts. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is that from the top here, so put your ruler here and take a measurement of 20 millimeters. Okay, then draw a vertical line from this point, from here. So draw a vertical line. Okay, so I want to make these lines, I want to make them thick. After you have divided the rectangle into 5 equal parts, I said you have to take 20 mm away from here. So from here, you take a distance of 20 millimeters or 2 centimeters. So you will now fill this part with some information which I've already put here. So the first one is your name. So you put name here and you write your name here. Then the next is the name of your school. So you write school here and write the name of your school here. Then here is either you write your examination number or you write class. So if it's exam, so you have to write examination number, so which you write here. Just write EX, it may not contain all. Just write EX in capital letter and NO in capital letter, or if you decide to use small letter. So if you are using small letter, make sure you use small letters throughout. So you may start the first letter with capital letter, but other ones, if they are small letters, make sure you do the same for all others for uniformity. Then here you put scale. So you put scale. So if you are asked to use a particular scale, so you write scale here and you state the scale. So maybe the scale is 1:1 or 1:2 or 2:1. Okay. Then the date. That is the date that you do the work. So you write it here. So this is the title block and these are the border lines. So the construction of the border lines and title block is as simple as I've explained it here. So practice. So when you practice, you will master it. It's something simple. So you practice, you will master it. So I really appreciate you for listening to me, and God bless you.